Hey, what's up everybody? It's Hey Jon. I jabber opportunities nonstop, and today I'll be covering Bitcoin and Dogecoin. And as you know, we are seeing tons of FUD out there. So be strong and diamond paw, baby. Let's get to it now. Hey everybody, let's cover Bitcoin, all right? So Bitcoin is seeing tons of FUD. That stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the markets. The news is coming out full-fledged. You're seeing CNBC, Market Watch, Forbes, Bloomberg, whatever. All the large news syndications are coming out and saying FUD about Bitcoin, how it's going to be the end of the world. You are even seeing Jim Cramer saying, I have sold all of my Bitcoin on national television. And as you know, Jim Cramer has a massive following, whether you like him or not, and the man has influence, just like YouTubers do. So, what does this all mean? Well, essentially, China is cracking down on mining and any sort of cryptocurrency exchange, period, ... We have seen in the past where China has come out and said, you know what? No more crypto mining and blah, blah, blah. But this time I think is a little different because it's on full-fledged. And as we know currently, China has a digital yuan. And when they have that, they don't want competition because they want to make sure their economy is strong and not messed with. So what does that mean? This means you're seeing miners leave China, right? You're seeing people in China who have Bitcoins, Dogecoins, or whatever cryptocurrency they have, well, they are liquidating their positions essentially, because if they don't do it now, then they will end up with nothing. So it's better to walk away with something than nothing. The big problem with this is that when you have a large population who have a ton of money and they leave the markets, that means guess what? You're seeing selling pressure in the short term. However, in the long term, I believe cryptocurrency is here to stay. So to me, I see this as a Black Friday sale. And that was the news. Let's get into the charts now, okay? So Bitcoin yesterday, it traded from the low of 28,776 all the way up to $33,289. So this is quite significant because of the support at around $29,700. Okay, that's a long-term support there, and we broke down below that. All right. However, it's only been 1 day, so usually I say we need 3 to 4 days to confirm. So that means that we can possibly confirm this by Friday or Thursday of this week. So just food for thought and to be aware of here. However, though, if we break this long-term support here and make it into a resistance, right, resistance, then that means that our next support zone for Bitcoin, well, I would say it's around 27,500, and after that, it'll be at around $24,000. However, though, the next stop would be 27K around there, but to me, that's a very weak support, so I wouldn't really give it too much credence. It may do a quick bounce off that, but in my opinion, if it does that, just be aware of it, and I would probably ignore it. If we are to continue the current trajectory we're going to, then I would say 24K is very likely. The question is when and not if, in my opinion. So as you know, on Bitcoin here, on a daily, we're seeing a new moon. And usually when you see a new moon, you're going to see, well, guess what? More downward price pressure to the downside. And as you know, on a daily here, right, for Bitcoin, we're seeing a head and shoulders play unfold here, all right? So usually when you see head and shoulders play and you break the neckline right here, right? And you break this line right here, this means you will be pulling back further, and usually that means you would pull back to the next strong support. And the next strong support is 24K, and after that, it's going to be 20K or 19,330. I didn't say 20K to round up because it's an easy number to say. So just things to be aware of, okay? I'm not trying to create FUD or fear or anything. Just make sure you're aware of that and you can plan accordingly. So, of course, if you're a Bitcoin bull, it's no good. But if you're a Bitcoin investor, well, this is this is pretty much when you see blood on the streets. But currently, it is just starting. I think that, and I believe it's gonna get worse before it gets better. So yesterday, I was telling my my members on the Hey Jon channel here on Discord, hey guys, I'm seeing Dogecoin do a dead cat bounce here. Be aware of that. And don't get suckered into buying it so quick, because I don't think it's over yet. If anything, most folks, you know, they see a flash crash and they see a flash bounce. Well, that's typically what you call a dead cat bounce, and you shouldn't give it too much credence because it's very weak in nature, right? If you throw a cat off a long building here, right, off a very tall building, well, guess what? Even if they splat on a floor, they will still bounce a little bit. I mean, it may not be a very big bounce, but a little bounce there. So that's kind of why I think, folks, just hold off for now. You know, if you're gonna buy it, just nibble and never go all in and never bite. Okay, let's go ahead and cover Dogecoin now to see where the next support and resistance are. Okay, let's go. Alrighty then, so let's go and cover Dogecoin. Again, we're seeing a new moon here, right? And now we're doing a head and shoulders and we're breaking it. So that means we're gonna go more down now. And yesterday I was mentioning to folks that if we break the 2245 support line, then after that, you're pretty much gonna free fall right here, right? Check it out. You're pretty much free falling here for the most part, because in between 2245 and the previous all-time highs around 8.8 cents, there isn't a whole lot in between there, because we pretty much just rocketed up from 8.8 cents and up. We just rocketed up for the most part due to Elon Musk tweets and all the news catalysts. So there isn't any really strong technical or fundamental support around there, because the truth is we didn't have enough time to develop anything. So the next one, in my opinion, the next support slash resistance, because I believe we'll probably go through as well, will be around the 14 to 15 cent range. Let me show you real quick, all right? All right, let's see, where is it at? Okay, so the next support here, let me draw real quick also. Might as well draw it too. Give me a second, folks. All right. Booyah. Let me draw them both actually, because I think it's coming. All right. So the next supports are going to be at 14.44 and 11.13, okay? I understand this is bearish news here, but I'm not trying to create FUD here. I'm making sure you guys are aware of what is potentially coming. Yes, Dogecoin follows Bitcoin. Yes, it does, but only to a certain degree. Lately, we've been seeing a huge divergence between the two here, right? So say if Bitcoin goes down 1%, you're seeing Dogecoin go down 3%. This is reminding me of futures. If you guys ever trade futures in the stock market, where you have things like you know, JNUG, where these are kind of junior miners, and you can trade 2x or 3x over here, right? So basically, the future is gonna be Bitcoin here, and Dogecoin is gonna be the JNUG. So when a future goes at 1%, you're gonna see your leverage ETF go down 3% or up 3%, depending on where it moves. To me, this is looking very similar in the cryptocurrency market here, where Bitcoin, the futures, and all the altcoins are going to be pretty much your JNUGs. Currently, I'm not seeing very many positive news catalysts for cryptocurrency. So with that being said, it's very important to stay safe and trade accordingly. Make sure that now you are just nibbling and not biting. I've been saying that for months as a YouTuber here. And the reason for that is because no one, including myself, has a crystal ball to tell you where things are going. And that's kind of why I believe the best approach to trading cryptocurrencies as a long-term investor is to average over time, the same way you would average into the stock market. So over time, you'll get a weighted average for the most part. Yes, will it be the highest price? No. Will it be the lowest price? Absolutely not. But if you buy over time, right, you will always have dry powder. 2, you won't feel pressure to sell or buy. And 3, you have a plan in place. And when you have a plan in place, you'll be able to make better level-headed decisions. Last thing you want to be is getting caught with your pants down and in an over leveraged position. That's kind of why I encourage most folks to not trade options, because yes, it's fantastic. You can make 1,000%, 100% in a few days or a few moments, whatever. But at the same time, you can lose it all just as fast if you do not know what you're doing. And if you want to go ahead, I don't encourage it. But of course, for Bitcoin and Dogecoin and other cryptocurrency in the futures, I think it's very bright. The reason being is because we're seeing ETFs being proposed to the SEC, right? So that means is that, yes, it's proposal and the SEC needs to approve it, but if they can approve it, then that means we can get institutional money, bigger institutional money, hedges, right? Currently we already have them in it, but this will open up to more people, right? Where it's less risky because it's been SEC approved. So we're waiting on that. If that can happen, honestly, Bitcoin can go to $500,000 without much problem in a few years, in my opinion. And we're seeing other analysts having similar calls for that. And let's just be honest, folks, we do have a pension crisis in America. So if a Bitcoin ETF appears, I'm not going to say it's going to fix the pension crisis, but it will give more gains to the pension crisis. So that means the pension money is going to go into the Bitcoin ETFs. And as you know, there are trillions of dollars in these pension funds, and they are looking for new ways to make new monies. And as a millennial myself, we, right, the newer generation, we are investing more money into cryptocurrency. So this means that these older institutions here, right, if they want to appeal to us and take our business, well, they are going to need to adapt and offer us things we want. For example, when you go to a restaurant here, right, and say you're a vegan or vegetarian, in the past, no one cared, right? Here's a hamburger, this is what you get. But nowadays, you're seeing the more vegetarian people, more vegan people. So now you're seeing restaurants accommodate these people here. And in my opinion, I see the cryptocurrency market like vegans and vegetarians. There's still a niche market, but they are becoming more mainstream. And you are starting to see restaurants, right, starting to offer and unfold experimental products to us to give it trial runs to see if there's any interest or demand. And I guarantee you, there is plenty of demand and interest. So when this happens in a few years' time, when you look back, you're gonna say, oh my God, I got in at so cheap. So just food for thought and be aware of that, all right? If you guys want $250 in free Bitcoins, go ahead and check out my link down below for BlockFi. If you want to get 2 free stocks courtesy of WEBULL, all you have to do is deposit $100 and link down below in the description. It's Hey Jon, and I will catch you all in the next one. Please subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Take care and stay safe.